everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of SatAMHedgehogs. I'm your host, Verte, and with me, as always, is our lovely co-host,
Natalie Ruby Graves.
And today we're going to be watching episode 6 of the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. It's called Super Sonic. I'm excited to get into it. I may have accidentally looked at a small synopsis of the episode or description, and it seems pretty crazy. So
Tanuki joins us on the podcast as a special guest.
Ooh, fun.
What do you think about Sonic? Yeah? That's some controversial opinions there, bud. What? No. I didn't think it was that bad. No, it's gonna be good. Oh, now he's quiet. My cat Tanuki, everyone. You kind of figured he would be here now. Anyway,
let's continue. So yeah, the episode seems from that small synopsis a little strange.
the last one was really strange too.
Yeah. So I guess we'll move on to... So at the beginning of each of these episodes, if you're just joining us now, I usually ask a question to our co-host. And
future guests.
And future guests, perhaps. We'll eventually say that, and then there will be a guest. Maybe.
Travis McElroy.
No, don't even joke about... Don't joke about getting our viewers' hopes anywhere close to being that high. It'll be like one of our friends that you've never heard of.
No, hey, don't sell our friends short. We got some pretty cool friends.
That's true.
That are pretty excited to be on here.
That's true. I'm not trying to undersell them. So, today's question...
Verte's got a question for us. Verte's question. That's our theme song for the Verte's question segment.
Yeah, I guess.
What's the email where they can send their remixes?
It's SatAMHedgehogs, SatAM Hedgehogs @gmail.com.
Awesome. Send your remixes there. Might use it in the show.
Maybe, as previously stated. It's a strong, harsh maybe.
I like to make unreasonable promises on the podcast to really sort of spike Verite's already crippling anxiety.
Yeah, it's really cool. And by really cool, I mean fucking awful.
I love you.
Anyway, last week we asked sort of a factoid question. This week I wanted to ask something a little bit more opinion-based. So if you had to make a Mobian character, not necessarily yourself, just a character that you think is interesting, an OC, if you will, what would they be? What animal, let's say?
What would they be? Let's see. Well, why don't you go first while I think about mine?
I've surprisingly put some thought and time into this because I'm normal.
Shots fired. If you don't have a Sonic OC at the ready, then what are you even doing with your life?
My character would be a panda who wears shorts and a Hawaiian shirt because that's what I wear in real life.
Oh yes, you've talked about this. It's a very Big the Cat shaped character.
Yeah, they're just like chilling and relaxing.
Chill panda with a Mountain Dew, maybe. A soda.
Maybe.
A refreshing tropical bevy.
Yeah, that's closer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So
that's what I imagine.
I guess I'd probably have to go with, I've been thinking about it, and the thing that immediately popped into my head, and I just tried to be like, don't go with your first draft. There's got to be something better. I'd go with like a busty fox vixen.
You had to throw in Busty in there, huh?
I think it's important to the character, It's just sort of... I'm drawing sideways threes in the air just for no reason. Gotcha.
So yeah, if you were wondering what our Sonic OCs would be, that's them.
Not to be confused with the Fursona.
Yeah. I don't want to ask that question on air because it would be a different answer, huh?
Well, that'll be for another time because the answer will be so
different.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ask that one on air. So yeah, we're going to be watching episode 6, Super Sonic. We'll see you after the break. Did you hear that great music for the intro and later on in the episode, the outro as well? And we're wondering where you could listen to music by the person who made that? Well, have I got some news for you. It is done by a person named Issa, who is a great friend of the show. She made it for us, and you can check out more of her music at industrystandardaudio.bandcamp.com. And then once again, that's industrystandardaudio.bandcamp.com. Check her out. She does some really cool stuff. And like I said, friend of the show. She's great. All right, and we're back from watching episode 5, not episode 6. Made that same mistake that we went over a couple episodes ago again. I do apologize for that. But episode 5, Supersonic.
Supersonic, the problem's chronic.
Yep.
Tell me, does life exist beyond this?
Why is it called Supersonic?
Good point. Yeah.
Who knows?
He kind of gets like sort of the most unsuper he is
ever
in the series so far. At
Maybe
least.
That's why it's called Supersonic.
Sort of an ironic title.
I don't know.
Wow, Supersonic.
So yeah, I mean, I thought this episode was kind of neat. Does some more, I want to say lore expanding, but they're all sort of unrelated facts.
A very, yeah, I would say sort of like just the lore expanding of the world of Mobius itself, and just like some history and stuff. And
yeah,
while it's all sort of unrelated and like stuff, it's still interesting.
It's all very neat. So yeah, we open with the episode Bunny and Sally and Rotor all working on this water wheel building. And Bunny is complaining that it's too moist.
It's a lot of hard work. It's messed up her hair.
Yeah.
Or ears, I guess.
She does say hairs.
Fur.
But yeah, it would be closer to fur. And they need... Rotor says that a bigger gear would be more useful. And Sally's like, okay, well, I'm going to look up some water wheel stuff on Nicole.
Her little pocket PC.
Yeah, and Nicole is like, did you mean flour? And Sally's like, what?
Yeah, Nicole's like, there's one entry on water wheels, and then shows like a picture of a flower.
Yeah, and she tries it again.
And shows a picture of a chili dog. And Sonic, because he's a Looney Tune, zooms up and is just like, yummy chili dog, and like, I feel like he was like getting ready to like try and munch that hologram.
Yeah, he might have. And then Sally's like, shit, and has to run a diagnostic on Nicole, and apparently something in her has broken. So they have to go into the robot city. Is it called
Robotropolis?
Robotropolis? Robotropolis. Yeah, so they start going on a mission there to get these like 2 chips that Nicole needs. It's pretty standard stuff by this point. They hide. There are some robots guarding a door. Sonic distracts the robots and runs away, and the robots chase him. Even though this is the millionth time this exact same scenario has happened. Leave one of the 2 guard. Neither of these robots are going to catch Sonic. Lock the door or something. But no, Sally just goes up and opens the door when they're not there. And sneaks into this factory. I did take a note that it's very cool. All the robots that you see are all robots that we've seen in earlier episodes. There's those like weird Ed 209 looking robots that were guarding the door, and then there's that one robot from last episode that sort of looks like a robot from Sonic X, and they're the ones sort of working this factory, which is neat. I think that kind of consistency is really interesting. And so Sally grabs these 2 chips. She is successful in getting that, but she is spotted right after that and gets chased out of the building.
She sort of like dashes into a random direction and then comes up to like a weird back end of the factory where there's like a gate and like a big sign that says Forbidden Zone.
Yeah, there's like a big wall and there's been a hole destroyed through the wall.
Forbidden Zone Act 1.
And yeah, so she runs into the Forbidden Zone. And then the robots chase her into the Forbidden Zone. I guess it wasn't that forbidden. So far, everyone in this scene has gone in there.
No, like, gate or anything on it. It's just a hole in the wall.
I assume that they've just built a wall all around it, but this place, that Robotropolis is so, like, run down, that there's just a big hole in the wall now.
Fair enough.
That was sort of my assumption. Because we never see like a proper gate. And while Sally is running,
put up a sign: "Do not enter," or "Do, I can't stop you. I'm a sign, not a cop."
And as Sally is running through there, we cut to Robotnik and Snively, and Robotnik is like, "Send more robots after her." It's really just to set up that Robotnik can see where she is. And then, as she's running around being chased, she runs into this, I just want to say, terrifying looking fucking, like, is he a robot? Is he a living organic being? We don't really know. And in fact, actually, I think he's probably not a living creature, and if he is, he's like magic.
He looks like a cross between like Darth Vader and maybe something from like the Heavy Metal comics.
Yeah, a little.
I get a vibe of that.
Yeah. So he's like this big dude wearing robes, and he has like a gray face that's very like
metallic and skull-like.
And Sally is like, "Holy shit!" She doesn't say that, but
holy fuck, Sonic! You see this big fucking robot? Oh, it's fucking crazy.
The robot that's been chasing her turns the corner, and this thing shoots red laser beams out of its eyes and just destroys this robot, just vaporizes him out of existence. And Sally is like, "Oh, okay,
I'm peace."
Yeah, and she leaves, and we cut back to her getting back, and Sonic is also back at this
knothole, the water wheel.
Yeah, I assume it's in Knothole, this water wheel building. They're asking about that thing Sally's talking about, and she says that it's the Guardian, which is apparently been guarding for like thousands of years the resting place of Lazar. And I just want to point out, I'm pretty sure they do say resting place, but they do really mean resting. My guy is not dead.
He's asleep. Yeah.
I just thought that was funny. And apparently Lazar was this like big evil wizard that has a computer full of spells, which is kind of interesting.
They do say computer full of spells, yeah.
Yeah, and we also learn later that like computer is a pretty loose... Computer is any
true
technology, I guess.
It's a crystal with some like
buttons on it.
Some buttons on it.
Speaker.
Yeah, like a black, I don't know, like a eye and then some little metally bits. There's probably like a tube coming off of it. Right.
Yeah, it's weird, but that qualifies as a computer.
It looks
I
cool.
guess.
I'll say it's a cool little thing.
Oh, absolutely. But we haven't seen that yet, and it's apparently his computer of spells, and no one's ever been able to get it. Partially because the place is really dangerous, and partially because of that Guardian who guards the resting place of Lazar. We cut back to the Forbidden Zone, where Snively tells Robotnik about the Guardian, and Robotnik seems very interested in this spellbook and meeting this Lazar person, probably for nefarious deeds. So he flies over to the Forbidden Zone and meets with the Guardian.
Send Snively in to go grab him.
Yeah.
Go fetch the Guardian for me.
And Snively comes back and the Guardian isn't there. Right?
Yeah.
And then Robotnik's like, where is he?
Ew, he was just behind me a second. Oh! And then the Guardian just shows up a second later.
Yeah.
Just to surprise Snively, I guess.
Fuck Snively, you little
bowling
pin.
Bowling pin. He really do look like a bowling pin. I think we've hammered in on this before. He a bowling pin.
It's very strange. Maybe like a chicken drumstick.
See, chicken is a good bowling pin mixed with like a chicken because he's got like a big long.
Well, his nose kind of goes down.